So, how you doing, dear?
I'm alright, and you?
I'm doing great. I'm sorry I met you under these circumstances.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, you know.
Okay.
Make the best of it.
Yeah. What's your name?
Brianna.
Nice to meet you, Brianna.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Where are you from originally?
Originally Willow Grove. Grew up there when I was little, and then graduated up like in the suburbs. I grew up with my mom, my grandma, and my uncle. I have two older sisters. They live with their dad, and so I kind of grew up like as an only child, kind of. But my mom was an alcoholic for a long time. You know, she was in the drug scene, and but it didn't stop her from. She was at LPN. She went to work. You know, she took care of me. I was always clothed, fed. You know, I never like needed for nothing. You know, but definitely growing up like that is. I mean, to me, it taught me a lot. Like, some people say, like, some people would say, like, oh, you know, your mom shouldn't have let you grow up like that, but
yeah, right? So much distraction out here. Can't do nothing under the L, for real.
But for me, like, you know, I saw all kinds of different lifestyles. You know, I saw people that did drugs. I saw people that didn't do drugs. I lived in an apartment. I lived in a house. Like, you know, and then growing up with not a lot of money definitely humbles you too. Like, you know, just learning that you got to get it on your own. And sometimes you're not gonna get everything you want, and the only way that you can learn is by your own mistakes and, you know, just by observing. And like, it made me very self-aware, very like observative just of myself, the world, you know. And some people just, you know, take that for granted, that sometimes you're put in a bad situation to know how to better yourself.
How far do you go in school?
I did my second year of college. I didn't graduate, but I studied like always fun. Studied a lot of health and fitness and nutrition. I studied zoology. I took like 4 psych classes. So, you know, I was really into like fitness and stuff. And then I was also real into psychology and like, you know, learning how people are for what reasons.
So let's talk about your current situation. What struggles what drugs are you battling out here?
So I'm addicted to heroin. I have had sober time, but you know, relapse. So right now I'm just.
Hold on, let that train go on. It's like it's all time, back to back. Go ahead.
Right now I'm just trying to figure out how I can get on a steady path and a routine and have it work, because, you know, I know that if I'm not in a place where I can, like, if I'm not in a place where I know I have somewhere to stay every single night, and I know, I got work and I got stuff to do, my mind is not going to be right. My mood's not going to be right. So right now I'm just trying to get that situated.
So, yeah, how were you introduced to the fentanyl? Because that's what's out here now, fentanyl, xylazine. That's in 90% of the bags that is being sold.
Yeah.
How were you introduced to those drugs?
I started on Percocets.
Why were you on perks? Sorry for cutting you off.
No, you're good. I started on those just like a college thing, kind of. Like someone just had them one day, and from there, I guess, like, you do them 3 days in a row, you're hooked. So one day I was sick, and I had asked someone I knew if they, had anything, and all they had was the fentanyl, and from there it was pretty much a rip. And I wasn't introduced to the Kensington area until I had went to rehab, actually, which is crazy because they sent me to a North Philly rehab, and I didn't know nothing about Kensington until then. And after, meeting people and, like, you're still in your addiction when you're trying to get clean, and I was still a newbie and everything, so of course hearing all that, like, it was a totally different world. So I ventured out here, and after you learn about Kensington, man, that shit is crazy.
How long have you been out here now?
I was homeless out here for 6 months. That was like 2 years ago. But I do have somewhere to stay right now. But I've been like coming down here, I'd say about 3 years now.
And what do you do for work?
I work with my boyfriend here and there. He does heating and air conditioning. And then, just little stuff like, selling works and stuff like that.
Selling works?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't do the dating thing, none of that? Not to judge you or anything.
No, I have, but I don't really need to do that anymore. I have someone that is pretty much supporting me, but
okay.
I definitely have been in that world, and it's definitely one that's like, there was the one.
Train is so loud.
There was the one thing I heard about the guy who apparently left a suitcase over at Allegheny with a chopped up body in it, his girlfriend or whatever. That was crazy. And there's a lot of rapes and a lot of shootings and stabbings. Every time I hear about it, I mean, not that it's ever for a good reason anyway, but it's always over something that is like, wow, like, I can't believe someone would even do some shit like that.
Right. So how do you stay safe out here?
I always keep like something on me. Like right now I got scissors. Like, what I can, and just paying attention, like, like trying not to get too messed up to where I'm like sitting here by myself, like, not aware of what's going on.
So with your fentanyl, do you snort, smoke, or shoot?
I shoot.
And what type of effect does it give you?
Honestly, like a sense of relief right now, like just, I've been through so much in life that right now I'm just like at the point where I'm so frustrated with the fact that I'm not on my like path yet. It's just like depressing, you know.
Well, you still can get on,
Yeah.
get where you need to go. So
Yeah.
long you realize that you matter, right? All this train.
And I know I have a lot of potential. I'm smart. You know, like a lot of people don't realize, like, you know, what they have to give. And I know for a fact that, you know, I'm an ambitious person. I know I have a lot to give. So that's one thing that keeps me motivated. And, you know, just knowing that I'm still young and, you know, yeah, I've wasted a lot of time getting high, but, you know, life's too short, so it's like I'm trying my best to just get my shit together, but you can't rush it either, because, you know, I mean, it's not like it's a right and wrong way, but it's for you way, like what works for you, and everybody's different. Some people don't need rehab and they'll have 20 years clean, you know? Like, it's always different, so I'm trying to just find my thing that I can stay.
Right. What all have you lost due to your addiction?
I've definitely lost, like, the sense of, like not trust in friends, but I guess, like, they just don't like the fact that I get high. So it's hard to be around people who don't get high because, you know, they want better for you, you know. And I have a lot of people who care about me, and so it does make it like really kind of awkward because like I'm not in my stage that I'm like ready yet, and some people don't understand, some people do, and so I've lost like some connections and people. But at the end of the day, like, I figure if you're not willing to stick it out with me, and, you know, I'm not saying support me through, but, you know, just be there, you know, then, you know, I'm here for anybody, anytime, no matter what. So that's how I view life. Like, if you can't stay by somebody because of something they chose to do that you might not like, well, yeah, it's not your life, and you might not like what they do, but, you know, maybe they need that just person to just be there just in case they need a breather or whatever.
Right. What's 24 hours out here look like for you, a day in your life?
Pretty much, I just like to, I pretty much walk around, people watch. I really don't get into it too much. I don't talk to too many people. It's just, I feel like it's safer that way, and it's, you know, I like to stay out of the way.
So is that the only drug you use, fentanyl?
I do cocaine once in a while.
Got you. So, have you had any clean time?
I did have clean time. I had like 3 months.
It's amazing. Yeah, 3 months is amazing. What made you relapse?
What made me relapse?
Yeah, what triggered you?
It was pretty much like, what really was my downfall was Kensington and that accessibility and you know, can get it anytime, any place, anywhere, whatever you want, and that was just like a whole different world to me.
Do you regret even coming down here, or any regret doing drugs in the first place?
I do have regrets, but I also, I'm not gonna knock myself on choices that I've already made because, you know, I'm a lot wiser, I'm a lot more broadened to different lifestyles and how people live, and it really humbles you.
Right, right. So if you can go back in time, what would you tell your younger self?
I would tell my younger self that there's a lot more than trying a possibly really addictive drug, because if I hadn't ever took that perk, you know, where would I be today? Or maybe there's a reason why I'm going through this, you know? So basically just like, not go with the flow, but just trust in yourself, trust your gut feeling.
Right. Do you have children?
No.
Okay. What advice would you give to people watching this video who are off drugs but got the cravings to go back to drugs?
Remember how you felt getting off of them, because it's not fun. And remember how you felt the moment that you knew you would achieve soberness, and know that going backwards is just gonna take you down the same path. It's not gonna get any more fun. It's not gonna get any more safe, you know, and there's just so much to life and so much to people and places, and so much more you can do when you're not hooked on a drug.
What would you like the world to know about you?
I would like people to know that, I'd like people to know that I am not a type of person that you have to be scared to talk to. I don't care if you're black, white, blue, purple, I don't care, you know, like, a lot of people, you know, look at me as like they see me, and I mean, I'm not dressed up right now, but you know, I can look good, and I would say I'm like more one of the lucky ones, because you know, I have people that take care of me, and sometimes people look at me like, oh wow, she, you know, thinks she's better, and I don't, and I never will, and I know the struggle just as well as anybody else, and people will be surprised what I've been through. People will be surprised how genuine I am, and how open I am, and how, like, I'll talk to anybody, and I'm not greedy. If I have it, you have it, like, you know. And a lot of people, I feel like, get the wrong impression of me, that, you know, I'm spoiled, and I'm so opposite of that, because I grew up in an apartment where we got food from the pantry, you know, like, I didn't have it all like that either. So I know struggles just as well as anybody else. I've been slept out here on the sidewalk. You know, I've lost my mom, I've lost my ex-girlfriend. You know, I've been through shit. So don't ever take someone for granted. Like, yeah.
What's your zodiac sign?
Leo.
Yo, shout out to the Leo. Show your
Yes.
sign some love. What are some of your favorite foods?
Shit. I love pizza, bacon, just regular old chicken tenders are my favorite. Oh, and like any kind of potato, chips, mashed, baked. Oh.
Okay. Do you have a spiritual or religious belief?
Not really.
Where do you believe you'll go when you die?
Heaven.
Amen to that. What's your short-term goals now?
So right now I'm trying to pretty much set up so that I know I have all my stuff in one spot, because right now I'm staying in between places, so it's just kind of like frustrating going back and forth, and I just want to have all my stuff in one spot and be comfortable and be able to like work on myself.
All right. What are some things that you are passionate about?
It used to be fitness, which it still is. I'm just, fell off a little bit. I really love psychology and just like just being able to be open with people and conversate and communicate, like shit like this, like
Right.
showing people that you don't have to be afraid to speak up if you feel like you need to.
Right, right. If you had 3 wishes, what would your 3 wishes be?
1, win the lottery. 2, wish I could have people back that passed away. And 3, just hope the best for my future.
Amen. And you stay in contact with your family? Mm-hmm. Okay, that's good. And I see you have a phone too, so that's what. So we about to wrap up. AML family, I want to welcome Brianna into our family. She's one of us now.
Thank you.
She's not alone. Is there anything you're in need of that we can help you with, Bri?
Some extra clothes is awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so guys, we're going to keep her in our prayers. And remember, don't be bitter, be better. Until next time, Mal, Brianna, we out there. Peace out.
Thank
cool.
you.